What up, Black? I ain't talking to you, shut up. It was 70 degrees not too long ago. Brother, all that damn noise. It was 70 degrees not too long ago. And they've been spraying chemtrails so much that it eventually led to this little snowstorm type shit that we just had. Got cold as shit. Next thing you know, it started snowing. Now today it's supposed to be like 50. And of course, here we go. What a surprise. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. And there they go again. Spraying that shit. That damn plane just went by. Motherfucker. Yeah, boy. It's Tuesday, I think April 16th. I don't know. The day after I uploaded the last two videos. Black Jesus and The Real Matrix. The sun is shining. Yeah, boy. Ghetto time. That's it. I'm telling everything. The motherfucking Matrix. I just got through thinking about this shit. That my life over the next number of months, I'm thinking about the summertime and shit. I'm thinking about over the next number of months, my life is gonna play out just like that motherfucking movie, Friday. I didn't think this shit would start this fucking soon. Let me tell y'all what the fuck has been going on. Lord have mercy. Like motherfucking Marlon Wayans on the Wayans Brothers show. He was in that hospital. Running from the motherfucking nurses and shit. He's like, help me, please, help me, please. Yeah, help. Listen to this shit before I start talking about these niggas. Those last two videos I uploaded, I was gonna upload that shit on Friday. Ran into some problems and didn't upload the shit until Monday. On Monday, I was still working on that what is it, the Real Matrix video, the main one. And I'm pretty sure y'all know about that situation with the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Yeah. Now here we go with some more Matrix type spiritual shit that I'm always connected with. I couldn't upload them videos on Friday. Just happened to upload the videos on the same day that this shit goes down. And YouTube, the Illuminati, knows who I am and they know about my spiritual connections. Whenever they do these fucking false flags, these fucking rituals and shit. So I upload this Matrix video, not to mention Black Jesus, on the same day that they pull off this ritual. YouTube, the Illuminati, wasn't too crazy about this coincidence. So YouTube, not long after I uploaded them videos, over the next number of days, YouTube started deleting my subscribers. Now I've talked about this many times, and I'm not the only one. YouTube has been deleting our subscribers. And I mentioned that they always delete my subscribers every single time I publish a video. They stopped doing that shit for a good while. And this ain't no fucking coincidence. They haven't done this in a while. The last time they was started deleting my subscribers after I published a video was right after I uploaded that video uh concerning George Bush and the Grim Reaper. What a coincidence. They don't like these spiritual connections that I have when I be dropping this knowledge on these motherfuckers. So I drop them videos on the same fucking day that they pull off this ritual. Black Jesus. Right in these motherfuckers' face on the same day they pull off this ritual. They didn't like that shit. So here they come, deleting my subscribers, trying to suppress the truth as much as they possibly can. But see, I told y'all, every fucking time these motherfuckers do some shit, this world goes to a lower level while at the same time I and we go to a higher level. So it ain't no fucking coincidence. As soon as they pulled off that fucking ritual, it was the same fucking day I uploaded the motherfucking videos. Black Jesus on your ass. Now, a number of people made that connection with this ritual they pulled off in Paris. That shit was very, very similar to that scene in I Pet Goat 2. In one situation, that shit that happened in Paris, it was hot. But in the I Pet Goat 2, it was cold. But as y'all can see, that shit is very, very similar. And this is why people keep talking about I Pet Goat 2, because they put all kinds of shit up in that motherfucker. Shit that's been happening and still happening to this very motherfucking day. Excuse me. All right, now let me talk about this shit. This Friday shit. This Matrix scenario that I'm playing out. So y'all think I be bullshitting when I tell y'all we live in the fucking Matrix. Now in that video, the real Matrix, this is your life. I was talking about that chick. Came over here begging for cigarettes. And I said that she acting just like Felicia in the movie Friday. Now, as y'all can see, you see her hand. She's light-skinned. Just like Felicia in the movie Friday. Did y'all notice that sweater she got on is the exact same color of that shit that Felicia in the movie Friday got on? These fucking realities is driving me insane. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. When I started calling her Felicia, my sister was talking shit about her, and she called her Felicia too. And that was before she even heard me call her that shit. Everybody noticed the shit. Now, like I said, this woman next door, she's Stanley in the movie Friday. You got Felicia across the street. My so-called brother, who I've never talked about, that's Debo. But we got another Debo, and I'm gonna talk about that motherfucker in a minute. It's like, okay, see, this shit is getting out of hand. I said this on the Player Lord Show episode 9. I ain't no nigga from the ghetto. I'm a nigga from the ghetto who believes in Christ. Trust me, there's a difference. I gotta get the fuck away from these niggas. These niggas is crazy. I'm talking to my nephew about this shit. Of course, he he made this connection too with this Friday shit that's going on. And my nephew, he's basically smoking in the movie Friday. He took me to the gas station today. Well, today is April 19th, 2019. He took me to the gas station and we talking about all this shit. And while we was on our way to the gas station, we was talking about this shit that just went down with Felicia. From the moment I gave her a couple of cigarettes, she just keep coming around here. And she been banging on the motherfucking door, begging for cigarettes and shit. Like I said, act just like Felicia. She's one of these crackish type people, you know. So she ain't really bothering me no more than anybody else. The problem is she coming over here banging on the fucking door. She bothering my mama. So now my mama is bothering the shit out of me. And I just got through talking about this shit in that video. The Matrix, the real Matrix, whatever the fuck I call it. Shit. You got these people who don't know they live in the ghetto. And talking about all these scenarios and shit. It's like I'm also Meg from Family Guy. And y'all know how they treat her. And this is how these motherfuckers been treating me. And what pisses me off about these niggas is they will live in their own little world in this hell that we live in. They don't know what the fuck is going on. In denial like a motherfucker, like I always say. So, like I said, they don't know they live in the ghetto. And you got Felicia banging on the door and my mother freaking the fuck out because she's scared as shit. Why? And well, we know why. Because, like I said, these people, they lost their soul. They sense danger coming. So any little thing that the real world that we living in when it comes to all this horrible shit that's going on, anything that affects them, they freak out like a motherfucker. Because they sense danger, they know their time is up, and like I said, they freaking the fuck out. So, you got this situation that's been going on basically my entire so-called adult life, where these niggas will basically blame me for every fucking thing that goes on. You know, it's like, okay, now she complaining and talking shit about this motherfucker banging on the door. And I'm like, this ain't nothing new. You know, like it's my fault. We live in the fucking ghetto. They've been living in their own little world, ignoring all the shit that's going on, ignoring all of the problems, ignoring everybody else's problems. But everything is starting to flip now. So all the shit they've been ignoring while living in their own little world, because it's starting to affect them now they freaking the fuck out. My brother, so-called brother, who I said is Debo. You talking about a hardcore piece of shit motherfucker. I've been going through so much shit with this nigga throughout most of my life. It got so fucking bad that I just had to get to the point where I just completely got this nigga out of my life. I don't even talk to this motherfucker no more. You talking about a hardcore, wicked ass piece of shit ass nigga. I don't even talk to this motherfucker at all. I got rid of that motherfucker. Now, over the last 15 years or so, I've been going through so much shit with this motherfucker. And I would always tell these niggas in this family about how this nigga is, the shit he be doing, how he's untrustworthy, so on and so forth. You think they gave a fuck? Of course not. Why? Because the shit that he was doing to me, it didn't affect them. So who gives a fuck what I'm going through? But as soon as I got rid of that motherfucker, no contact with him at all, no relationship, don't speak to him or nothing. As soon as I got rid of that motherfucker, you know what that piece of shit nigga did? He started fucking with them niggas. Now, those niggas started coming to me complaining about this nigga, talking about how he is and how crazy he is and this and that. See? Nobody gives a fuck about what's going on in this world or in other people's lives as long as it don't affect them. But now that the shit has flipped and it's starting to affect them, now all of a sudden we got a problem. And this is exactly why these wicked ass motherfuckers are going to hell. Piece of shit ass niggas who living in their own world, watching the news, seeing all this shit going on, from the perspective of Fox News and all that shit. They see what's going on, but they looking at it as entertainment. But now that the shit is starting to affect them, Houston, we have a problem. Niggas. So, like I said, I was driving to the gas station with my nephew talking about this shit. He was saying the same fucking thing. You know, you niggas don't know we live in the ghetto. Now you got Felicia coming over here acting like a goddamn crackhead, banging on the door trying to get cigarettes and shit. Like I said, she ain't bothering me really no more than anybody else. But she bothering my mama, so now my mama's bothering me. So now I gotta look out for this motherfucker so I can stop her from banging on the fucking door. I mean, like, goddamn, like I said, these motherfuckers live in their own little world and they don't know what the fuck is really going on. They've lived in denial their entire lives. They tried to be comfortable, you know, go in the house, lock the door, sit in front of the fucking TV for 30 hours a day, you know, looking at fucking Price is Right, Murray Povich, and Montel Jordan, whatever the fuck them motherfuckers' name is. I mean, goddamn. And now that all that crazy shit they've been ignoring and watching on TV is starting to affect them, now they freaking out. And, you know, black sheep of the family, they're going to start pointing the finger at me like it's my fault that we live in the fucking ghetto. I mean, what the fuck? Motherfucker. I mean, goddamn. This is how these niggas are, always using me as the motherfucking scapegoat and shit. Like it's my fault. We got crackheads and crazy ass niggas living in this motherfucker. And my nephew, who I was driving to the gas station with, just told me that 8 niggas just got killed the other day. Yeah. That's some prophetic shit. That number 8. Like they always talking about the 88 constellations. When that shit lines up, all hell gonna break loose, which is basically the 6th seal and all that shit. They made a number of movies. That Godzilla movie had a big ass number 88. They made sure you saw that shit. Big ass number 88 up on that ship and shit. They showed it in a lot of motherfucking movies. Quentin Tarantino had the crazy 88s and Kill Bill. You know, I can go on and on and on about that shit. All this shit is prophetic. It's the Matrix. It's fate. Like I said in that last video, it's scripted. Like one of my brothers said, that's why they call the Bible the scriptures. It's a goddamn script. We live in a fucking movie. Now, again, I'm on my way to the gas station with my nephew, who's basically playing the role of Smokey. I guess I'm supposed to be Craig, but I ain't Ice Cube. Motherfucker. We on the way to the gas station. I go up in that motherfucker and nigga going off like a motherfucker. Bags of chips and candy all over the floor. He just knocked shit down, pissed off. I don't know what the fuck happened. You know, some nigga shit. So I gotta help this motherfucker pick this shit up. See? It's the goddamn ghetto. And now it's starting to affect these niggas, quote unquote niggas, who was balling, ignoring this shit. And all this shit is getting worse and worse and worse. It's Judgment Day. And these motherfuckers can't handle this shit. So, you know, like I said, as always, they're going to continue to live in denial, find a nigga as a scapegoat. Yeah. And start talking shit and blaming me for all this shit. Yeah. Like I said, it's my fault. Goddamn crackhead moved in the neighborhood. Crackheads been in the neighborhood, but they didn't know it. Niggas been getting killed. This been the ghetto for many years, you know, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. Now it's time for them to experience that shit, and they can't handle the shit. You know, I mean, what the fuck? Now, here I am playing this Friday scenario out in this parallel reality that we just moved into. I guess, like I said, I'm supposed to be Craig. My brother is Debo. You got Felicia across the street. Stanley, this woman next door. I mean, what the fuck? Now, that dude that's living with that chick, I thought it might have been her. I never seen him. The dude who I believe broke my sister's window, car window. I finally seen this motherfucker. Yeah, that's the new Debo. Probably like 16, 17 years old. From Chicago. Thugged out like a motherfucker. I always talk about never judging a book by its cover. You can judge this motherfucking book by its cover. This motherfucker is gone. You talking about hardcore nigga ghetto. This is what's happening all over the fucking country. And everybody in denial is freaking out because it's time for them to experience this shit and they can't handle the shit. But it's too fucking bad. They ignore these problems and the problems is literally knocking on their motherfucking door. It ain't my fault, motherfucker. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. Like I said, I'm a nigga from the ghetto, but I ain't no nigga from the ghetto. These niggas is crazy. And the niggas I'm living with is crazy. I mean, shit. What the fuck? Now, all this Friday scenario shit just playing out. My nigga down the street, he just got his truck towed. And he's going to get it fixed and shit. I couldn't believe it. I had to grab the camera so y'all can see this shit. This motherfucker got the tow truck come get his truck and shit. So he can get this shit fixed. And I couldn't believe it. Y'all know the name of this tow truck company? It's called Debo's. Debo. Debo. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. If I gotta move back to that abandoned house, I will. I'm not bullshit. I'm a nigga from the ghetto, but I ain't no nigga from the ghetto. These niggas is crazy. I'm not gonna keep putting up with this shit. This shit that's going on right now, it ain't nothing new. But because you got new niggas, and we are closer than close to the end times, and all these niggas who've been ignoring all this nigga ghetto shit that's been going on, because it's starting to affect them, they gonna be 3, 4, 5 times worse. And I'm caught in the middle of this shit. You know. I mean, what the fuck? Help me. Help me, please. Please help me. Help me, please. Oh shit. I don't know, man. It's been like a week of me playing this fucking Friday type reality. And this week has been long enough. If I gotta go through this shit for 2, 3 months, nah. Hell no. Niggas shooting, niggas dying. You got snotty niggas living in the ghetto, don't know they living in the ghetto. They bothering the shit out of me. Crackheads banging on the door, bothering the shit out of my mama, and she bothering the shit out of me. Yeah. Like I said, like it's my fault. We live in the fucking ghetto. Stop making that noise, nigga. And like I said, always finding some way to blame me and shit. Yeah. Scapegoat. Black sheep of the family. Help me. Help me, please. Please help me. Help me, please. Oh boy. I wasn't even planning, obviously. I wasn't planning on making no video. I just had to drop this shit right quick. These realities, it's horrible. I mentioned in one of my videos talking about this show called The Leftovers. They came on HBO. They had an episode where this dude was he purposely kept dying so he can go into this reality and shit. And every time he went into this new reality, he was playing the character that he was playing with somebody else. I've had a number of dreams, probably about a year ago. Same fucking scenario. I'll be in a so-called dream in this new reality, and I'll be playing somebody else. I was still conscious of who I am in this reality. But in that reality, in that so-called dream, I was playing another character and shit. You know, 2012. I keep talking about that shit, and a lot of people do. That iPad Goat 2 video, that was made in 2012. In some way, shape, or form, yeah, we all died in 2012. We went into another reality, and who knows how many times that shit happened since. And one of the things that happened and continues to happen to this very day, we, all of us, those who believe in Christ and those who don't, all of us are in the process of waking up to who we truly are. All of us are in the process of becoming new creatures. They talked about Bobby Hemmett talked about this with the movie The Body Snatchers. They made three. Actually, they made four. One was made in 1945. I never seen it, but they had four of them all together. They had one in 1994. Had the title Body Snatchers in there. Exactly what the title was, I'm not sure. They had another one, I think it came out in the 50s, a Body Snatchers movie. They had one came out in the late 70s, and they had one that came out in the 1990s. And y'all know I'm always talking about truth in the movies. Like Bobby Hemmett said, you need to watch movies. Yeah, if you can read between the lines, yep, because the truth is right there. So they made all these movies about the Body Snatchers, which in so many ways is about cloning. Each time, I didn't see that first one that came out in 1945, but those next three Body Snatchers movies, all those movies had the title in it in some way, shape, or form, Body Snatchers. You go to sleep and you are physically replaced. Brand new body. But Bobby Hemmett made this point. They made another Body Snatchers movie, but they didn't call it the Body Snatchers. It was just called Invasion. Nicole Kidman was in it, and Daniel Craig, who plays 007. It was a Body Snatchers movie, but it was just called Invasion. Now the other movies, you go to sleep and your entire body is replaced with a brand new body. But in this movie Invasion, which wasn't called the Body Snatchers, it was just called Invasion. In this movie, you go to sleep, and when you wake up, you somebody else. Yeah. And that's what's been happening to all of us. Those who believe in Christ and those who don't. Talking about my brother. That motherfucker is a clone. And I'm not bullshit. And if he's not a physical clone, he's been replaced spiritually. He's definitely gone bye-bye. And when I came to this conclusion, even one of my sisters said the same thing. She said, I think that nigga's a clone. Mm-hmm. But like I said, in some way, shape, or form, this has happened to all of us since 2012. Because not only are we waking up to who we are becoming new creatures. And like I said, you basically only have two types of humans in this world. Those who believe in Christ and those who don't. So those of us who believe in Christ, we no longer live the person that we used to be because Christ is within us. It's Christ who lives within us. That old us, that character that we was playing is either dead or dying. And it's the same for the rest of these motherfuckers. They don't have Christ within them, so they got Satan's fucking spirit within them. And that time is coming. Total recall. And I can't wait. I gotta go through this Friday scenario for the whole fucking summer. Nah. This shit's gotta end. See, 2019 is the end of slavery. And this is why everybody's acting like this. And talking about the year 2020, one of my brothers, who I believe is 144, he talked about this shit too, because I figured this shit out a number of years ago. This is what 2020 is about. You talk about 2020 vision, yeah, that's talking about the year 2020. This is some subliminal shit, because by the year 2020, everybody is gonna clearly see what the fuck is really going on. That's what that 2020 vision is about. So the year 2020, that's it. I don't know, like I said so many times, what's gonna happen this year, but yeah, 2020, the year 2020, right around the motherfucking corner. Yeah. So I'm just rambling on, talking about this nigga shit and these niggas. I'll shut up. Excuse me. And end this video. So, oh boy, I was trying to get in touch with somebody on the phone. I was like, you know what? I better wait. Ain't no need of me dragging no innocent person into my nigga shit. But it is what it is.
You ain't tell me shit.